Caryn Chandler and Matt Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, split up, and Caryn Chandler eventually wed her secret lover. For Matt Roloff, Caryn Chandler cheats. I'll tell you all about it. Greetings to all. One of the most astounding sappies in reality TV history is being revealed to us today. Fans of Little People are left with a secret, family conflict, treachery, and love in this tale. Big World reeling. We're discussing Caryn Chandler and Matt Roloff, a couple we believe to be incredibly stable, headed for a wedding out of a fairy tale. However, the Roloff family has now been completely upended by rumors of a split, accusations of infidelity, and the shocking revelation that Caryn Chandler has wed her secret lover. Is it accurate? Was Matt betrayed by Caryn? What does this signify for the Roloff legacy's future? This is going to be an emotional roller coaster, so fasten your seatbelt. Fans of Little People, Big World are aware that Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler's bond has been a fundamental component of the program since their 2017 IPO. They have endured public criticism, farm disputes, and family feuds. Recent rumors, however, indicate that their romance has taken a negative turn. The time frame, the proof, and the startling allegation that Caryn has not only left Matt but also married someone else, a covert boyfriend that no one anticipated, will all be covered in this video. Let's get started. We must start from the outset in order to comprehend the scope of this purported betrayal. At first glance, Caryn Chandler, the longtime manager of Roloff Farms, and Matt Roloff, the patriarch of the Roloff family, appear to be an odd combination. Little People, Big World revolved around Nat's family, which included their 4 children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. Nat was married to Amy Roloff for 28 years. Following the Roloffs as they dealt with family dynamics, living with dwarfism, and the difficulties of managing a 109-acre farm in Oregon, the show debuted on TLC in 2006. However, in 2015, Matt and Amy's marriage fell apart. Fans were astonished when they announced their divorce after 27 years of together. Tensions over Roloff Farms and divergent future goals made the divorce acrimonious. And now for Caryn Chandler. For more than 10 years, Caryn has been a mainstay at Roloff Farms, overseeing the pumpkin season and collaborating closely with Matt. Although the family knew her well, there were questions about her sudden change from employment to Matt's intimate relationship. In 2017, Caryn and Matt announced their romance to the world. A year after, the divorce of Matt was completed. Supporters were split. For some, Caryn was a welcome change, someone who rekindled Matt's enthusiasm and shared his vision for the farm. Amy Roloff herself was among those who alluded to anything more sensational. Amy claimed that Matt and Caryn had been involved prior to the completion of their divorce in her 2019 book, A Little Me. While Sarah and Matt were still married, she wrote about discovering pictures and texts that suggested a deeper connection. Matt denied the accusations of cheating, but the suspicion was sown. Matt and Caryn's relationship thrived in spite of the rumors. In April 2023, Matt proposed to Caryn in a romantic event that was later depicted on Little People, Big World. They had moved in together and divided their time between Oregon and a vacation house in Arizona. Fans were overjoyed to see Matt content once more when the couple revealed plans for a 2024 wedding. But behind the surface, tensions were building between the entire Roloff, not just Caryn and Matt. Family. The farm has always been the main cause of contention in the Roloff household. Roloff Farms was more than just a house on 109 acres in Helvetia, Oregon. It was a popular tourist destination and the center of the Roloff legacy. Matt had always wanted to leave the farm to one of his kids, especially Zach, who has been a major character on the program and has the same dwarfism as Matt. However, everything changed in 2022. In season 24, Matt revealed something shocking. He was inserting a piece of Roloff Farms has a $4 million asking price. Tori, Zach's wife, and Zach were caught off guard. Though Matt's asking price was too high, they had planned to purchase the farm and maintain it in the family. The choice led to a quarrel that was depicted on the show, with Zach accusing Matt of putting money before family. Caryn was caught in the crossfire while being actively involved in the farm's operations. As an indication of how far apart they had become, Zach and Tori even declared that they did not want Caryn to meet their newborn boy. The farm. The relationship between Matt and Zach wasn't the only one strained by drama. Caryn found herself in an embarrassing situation. Supporters started to conjecture that Caryn was influencing Matt's choices. Some even called her a gold digger who was pressuring Matt to sell the property in order to make money. These charges weren't brand new. Critics have questioned Caryn's intentions since they first started dating, using her 2012 divorce from her ex-husband, Joseph Chandler, and her employment as a farm worker as proof that she might be pursuing Matt's fortune. Matt confronted these rumors in March 2025. He emphasized that they weren't married yet but were still organizing their wedding in a social media post that included a picture of them together and the words, "Caryn and I are stronger than ever." The rumors are just that, rumors. At the time, it seemed like Matt was shutting down the rumor, but only a few months later, everything changed. Let's go ahead to June 2025. Little People World supporters were still digesting the information that Zach and Tori's podcast, Raising Heights, was taking a break and that, as a result of the continuous conflict over the land, Zach had disclosed that he has no contact with his father Matt. However, a fresh rumor surfaced that rocked the fandom. Caryn and Matt were no longer together. Astute followers who saw that Matt and Caryn hadn't been spotted together in public for months were the first to suspect problems. Matt wrote in February 2025 that he was at Roloff Farms when Caryn was in Arizona, which wasn't out of the ordinary because they frequently alternated between the two places. Fans, however, were aware of Caryn's uncanny silence over Matt on social media by April. No more mentioning wedding preparations, no more couple selfies, and no more appearing together in Little People, Big World promotional videos. Then the shocking news arrived. According to an unnamed family source, Caryn had left their Oregon shared house and was now residing full-time in Arizona. There was a flurry of gossip. Rumors. According to blogs, Matt and Caryn's relationship had been tense for months due to arguments about the farm, their intended wedding, and Caryn's place in the family. According to some accounts, Caryn felt overpowered by the ongoing conflict with Zach and Tori, as well as the unceasing fan scrutiny. Others claimed that the last straw was Matt's choice to relist the farm for sale in April 2025, this time with a significant price reduction. However, the most startling assertion was made in a late-night Instagram post. June 2025. According to a user posing as a friend of Caryn's daughter Brittany, Caryn broke off her engagement to Matt and was now seeing someone else, a covert lover. Behind Matt's back, she had been spotted. Fans speculated about the identity of the mysterious man and whether Caryn had cheated on Matt when the tweet went viral. Let's dissect the claims of cheating. The widely shared former post claims that Caryn's new boyfriend is a successful businessman from Arizona that she met while hanging out with at their holiday house. According to the insider, Caryn felt confined by the ongoing controversy surrounding Roloff Farms and the reality program, and she had been growing apart from Matt for more than a year. They claimed that Caryn started talking to this new man, who gave her a new beginning away from the spotlight. Here is what we know, although the time frame is unclear. In interviews, Matt referred to Caryn as his rock when they were still arranging their wedding in early 2024. However, sources claim that by the end of 2024, Caryn began spending more time in Arizona without Matt. Her choice to withdraw from Little People was the subject of some fan speculation. The rumor Big World, which initially arose in 2023, indicated that she was completely separating from the Roloff family. Then, in May 2025, a tabloid claimed that Caryn had been seen laughing and appearing comfortable with an unnamed man at a posh restaurant in Arizona. Days before this video was shot, in July 2025, the most explosive claim was made. An article on a gossip website claimed that Caryn had covertly married this unidentified man in Arizona in a secret ceremony. According to the report, Caryn ended her engagement to Matt in April 2025, relocated to Arizona permanently, and married her new partner in a small, private ceremony that was only attended by her closest friends and family, including her kids, Brittany and Connor. To be clear, there isn't any hard proof, such as pictures or official records, that Caryn has gotten married to someone else, but the rumors are spreading traction. Particularly considering that neither Caryn nor Matt have responded to the claims of adultery or separation in public. Caryn has not been mentioned in any of Matt's recent Instagram posts, which have only highlighted Roloff Farms and his grandchildren. Caryn's social media posts about fresh starts and finding peace, however, are still ambiguous. How is Matt handling if these accusations are accurate? According to sources, despite his grief, he is making an effort to support his family. Matt's affection has always been transparent. For Caryn, referring to her as his business and life partner. It would be devastating to consider that she might have cheated on him by marrying him instead of him. Matt did not specifically identify Caryn in a recent interview with People magazine, which only stoked rumors. But he did allude to personal difficulties when he said, "Life throws curveballs, but I'm focused on the farm and my family." Matt and Caryn are not the only ones affected. Zach and Tori's separation has already caused rifts in the Roloff family, themselves from Caryn and Matt because of the conflict on the property. Zach's admission in June 2025 that he doesn't have a relationship with his father implies that he has become more and more alone. Since their divorce, Amy and Matt have remained amicable, although Amy has spoken nothing about the situation. However, sources claim that because she had her own doubts about Caryn years prior, she is sympathetic to Matt's predicament. The farm is still a sensitive area. Matt relists 16 acres of Roloff Farms for $2.895 million in April 2025, a considerable reduction in cost from the initial $4 million. Since Caryn was no longer active in the farm's operations, some supporters think her absence had an impact on this choice. Others surmise that Matt is concentrating on new endeavors, such as selling the farm entirely or converting it into a rental property, in an attempt to get over the hurt of the split. What is the truth, then? Did Caryn wed a secret boyfriend and cheat on Matt? Let's examine the proof. On the one hand, the absence of joint public appearances, the mysterious social media messages, and Caryn's relocation to Arizona all suggest problems in paradise. Given that neither Matt nor Caryn have refuted the rumors, the tabloid stories and the viral X post only serve to fuel the flames. However, we must exercise caution. Drama is the lifeblood of Little People, Big World, and TLC has a history of inflating plots to boost viewership. There are warning signs, but it's also possible that this is just a publicity gimmick to generate excitement for a new season. Caryn's past. It's complicated with the Roloff family. She became a divisive figure because of her participation in the farm sale and her conflict with Zach and Tori. Her divorce from Joseph Chandler and her employment as a farm worker are cited by some fans as proof that she has been taking advantage of Matt for financial stability. Caryn's character was also tarnished by Amy's claims of adultery during their marriage. Could she have crossed borders again if she had been able to do so at the time? We obtain formal confirmation, such as a marriage license or a statement from Matt or Caryn. We are unable to say for sure. We do know that the Roloff family has a history of conflict, and fans are divided over this most recent episode. Some others support Matt because they think that after years of devotion to Caryn, he deserves more. Given the strain of being in the spotlight, some believe Caryn has the right to move on if the relationship wasn't working. As we conclude our in-depth analysis, the future of the Roloff family and Matt and Caryn's relationship are still up in the air. Caryn's tenure on Little People, Big World may come to an end if she has indeed been married. Matt, on the other hand, will probably keep his attention on the farm and his grandfatherly responsibilities. With Zach and Tori taking a back seat and the farm's future uncertain, the show itself is at a turning point. Is this the end of an era, or will TLC continue to run the cameras? The Roloff family has undoubtedly won our hearts for almost 20 years, through victories and heartache. The tale of Matt and Caryn serves as a reminder that love, family, and celebrity all have their share of complexities, regardless of whether you think Caryn strayed or that everything is just a misunderstanding. What are your thoughts? Is there more to the story, or did Caryn betray Matt? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Additional updates. Why did Matt Roloff refer to Caryn's all-terrain wheelchair as a pram? Caryn Chandler, the girlfriend of Little People actor Matt Roloff, is selling her house in Oregon in preparation for moving to Arizona soon. However, why? I will provide a comprehensive explanation. Matt Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, was not impressed by the all-terrain wheelchair that Caryn Chandler bought him as a gift. Let's discuss why Little People. Caryn Chandler got Matt Roloff an all-terrain wheelchair, which did not sit well with the Big World actor. Matt has undergone 15 surgery to cure his deadly form of dwarfism. Because Caryn is aware of his agony, Matt reprimanded the wheelchair on broadcast, calling it a pram, as fans of the show may recall. Occasionally, in spite of her best efforts. Most of the time, Caryn makes Matt quite happy. He became radiant when she entered his life. Amy Roloff, Matt's longtime wife, became his partner following their acrimonious divorce. She has been a manager at Roloff Farms before. Amy and many other big world fans assumed that Caryn and Matt were dating before they broke up. Caryn and Matt continue to be a couple in spite of the terrible abuse they have received from LPBW fans. Couple. They do, however, have terrible days. Their relationship is not always sunshine and flowers, as the drama over the all-terrain wheelchair showed. The pram drama started when Caryn made the decision to push Matt in his all-terrain wheelchair as she went for a jog around the property. Matt, who is 60 years old, was a blessing since he could laugh off the pram when Amy's husband Chris Merrick wanted to know how things were going with Caryn. Chris and Caryn were unable to, compelled to participate, but some viewers were put off by the image of her pushing her buddy about in what appeared to be a pram. To reach his current level of achievement, Matt has persevered through a great deal of hardship and worked extremely hard. Even though his health issues have made his life more difficult, he shows incredible fortitude in the face of every setback. Maintaining a sizable farm, raising a big family, or dealing with the fallout from a divorce. Even if he ridiculed he probably experienced a feeling of emasculation while riding the pram. Naturally, the fact that he is constantly willing to comply with Caryn's requests irritates a lot of little people, big world viewers. Is Caryn attempting to control her partner? He can hold his own, according to some, although others may disagree. He has already made up his mind, notwithstanding the opinions of some viewers who might insist he went back to Amy. He seems more relaxed without Amy by his side. Regardless of whether he's in a pram or... No, Matt is flexible and life is full of surprises. Matt's knowledge and aggressiveness may be underestimated by Little People fans who think Caryn is in charge of everything. However, it's uncertain if Matt and Caryn's existence will be centered around the wheelchair. In anticipation of her impending transfer to Arizona, Caryn Chandler, the girlfriend of Little People star Matt Roloff, is selling her Oregon house. Why is the question? According to reports, the TLC star is tired of the Roloff family drama and is prepared to get closer to her old parents who live more than 1,200 meters away. As previously reported by Motion 24, an exclusive source with the Motion 24 YouTube channel claims that the former farm manager is preparing to leave the reality show, citing her disagreements with Zach and Tori Roloff as the cause. Since 2017, Caryn and Matt have been dating, alternating between Oregon and Surprise, Arizona, where they own a $350,000 property. In 2018, Matt and his 60-year-old ex-wife Amy Roloff were divorced after Caryn's parents sold the 2-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom holiday house to the newlyweds. Instead of moving in January 2023, the source told the U.S. Sun that she had changed her mind and planned to sell her home and move by May. Without Matt's assistance, Caryn, 54, only paid $45,000 for her most recent house in November 2020. The home has about 1,500 square feet of living area, 3 bedrooms, and 2.5 bathrooms. According to someone close to Caryn, she's going to market her Oregon estate for sale. Motion 24 says it will be a new beginning. She is prepared to embrace Arizona and move away from Oregon. Our goal is to relocate in May of this year. The action is taking place. Caryn and Matt will always use the farm as a refuge, and their headquarters will remain in Arizona, even if they are still working on a new house. In addition to appreciating the lovely weather and being near her aging parents, she is tired of the current family arguments. She wants to live a happier life. She and Matt and his partner are content. He is also adamant about remaining on the farm, even though he has no plans to relocate permanently to Arizona. There is currently no information on whether they will get married. The dream home does not need to be completed in a specific amount of time. Matt is taking his time and multitasking while working on it, despite their eagerness. The informant claims that Caryn is preparing for her long-planned new life in Arizona. But there has been no announcement of a new season of Little People, which indicates that a thrilling film is about to be released. Although it hasn't been officially listed for sale yet, real estate websites characterize her Oregon home as a bright and airy family home. The main floor of the house has an office and an open floor layout. The kitchen features an island, stainless steel equipment, pergo flooring, and painted white cabinetry. The house has molding throughout, and there are rugs on the second level. The two-car garage, terrace, and yard have all been renovated. Among the exterior elements of the property, by driving, the well-known Roloff Farms is about 10 minutes away. After arguing with Matt over who should buy a portion of the family property from their 32-year-old twin sons, Jeremy and Zach, Caryn has had a difficult season on Little People. They were infuriated by Caryn's involvement and seeming endorsement of the brothers' refusal to sell them the land. None of the cast members have received contract offers for season 25, and Caryn has stated her intention to go. Several reports have indicated that TLC may discontinue the program. In an Instagram story Q&A with a fan in December, Tori, 31, made a suggestion that she and Zach might not return for another series. She continued, "They're trying to enjoy the moment while it lasts. Our period is undoubtedly coming to an end, in my opinion." In another article, she stated that viewers of Little People only see what the TLC shows them because of all the misconceptions people have about us and our family. She also added that this could be the reason why they chose not to watch. The show's plots have become stale, as many have observed. There's nothing noteworthy going on. Representatives of Zach and Tori did not respond to Motion 24's request for a statement, with one Reddit user saying, "When Tori says she wants to step away, it is a foo for Matt." Zach surprised his fans today by admitting that, despite their cries for prayers, he had emergency surgery in Oregon while Matt and Caryn were on vacation in Mexico. The family has been communicating frequently. And interaction. Zach is going through a critical major revision, and Matt captioned a post on Wednesday. "All of us are praying for him and keeping him in our thoughts. Tori is doing a good job representing him and will do whatever it takes to get what he wants." Matt pledged to help the cerebrospinal fluid drain and be redirected to another part of the body for possible reabsorption. Through surgery, a shunt, a hollow tube, is inserted into the brain or, in rare instances, the spine. Among the signs of hydrocephalus include difficulties walking. Shunt procedures, which lessen pressure on the brain, can help with incontinence and mild dementia. Not today. What are your thoughts on today's gossip? Please share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel to receive future updates of similar kind. Thank you.